Well, this is Pete the Tech Guy. All good things must come to an end, and the pinball rental for my birthday is coming to an end. This Batman signature Catwoman edition is a signature of Julie Newmar. Why it's over a picture of the Riddler, I don't know. Is heading back to Cape Cod and beyond. He's come and picked it up and beyond 3 days before Fantastic. Now you probably talk about the long and short of it. Now you haven't been renting pinball machines long, I take it.
No, just a few months.
What made you decide to start renting the machines?
Well, I like to play a lot of the newer machines, and it's a good way to get them out there into other people's hands and them to experience the different games too. So it's a win-win for everybody, and it gets them out of the house too, because I don't have room for 20, 30 games at a time.
That's one of the problems of the hobby is once you start to build up a supply of games, where do you put them?
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many games do you have at the moment?
Right now I have about 18. Anything from Space Shuttle that's restored, a Comet, Silver Slugger, Black Knight 2000, the first Black Knight.
That's a great... First Black Knight is a great game if you've never seen it, by the way.
Yeah, Dirty Harry, Iron Maiden, Godzilla Pro, Tron Pro. I have a Mandalorian that's it's rented down in the Cape right now for 4 months. It's in a rental house.
4 months?
Yeah, they took a 4-month rental on that, and then you've had this for a month, and hopefully it held up pretty well.
It has. It's held up pretty well. Like any machine you have, getting it to drop into the gate occasion, you needed some shaking on occasion. But that's life on it. And you use the rental money, I presume, to buy new games.
I'm always trying to buy new games. Yeah, I'm always looking at the new stuff that's out. I actually have a deposit right now on Toy Story, not the collector's edition, but the LE one.
The new one that's coming out from Jersey Jack.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice.
Now the big question I have is, do you have Wizard of Oz?
I used to have a Wizard of Oz back when they came out. Mine was actually a 5-volt version of the game. Then they updated the light boards to 7.5. But that's a nice game. I had one of the original Wizard
So you
of
got
Oz.
rid of that one? Yeah, so we won't be renting that one for you. I know my wife likes that game.
Yeah, we like that. My kids used to play that game quite a bit when I had it, and it's been missed.
Now, when you have, what have you discovered when you rent games out? Has it been an experience seeing how people react to them, how much they play them? I remember that Tom Tucky always said that when people buy a machine, they tend to go through it heavily the first month, and then it slides down. Has that been your experience, that the games get an awful lot of play that month?
When you first get a game, I mean, it's all new, it's exciting, it's fresh, there's a whole new set of rules, and then when they keep updating the code, it makes you want to keep coming back and playing it. And that's one of the nice things about new pinball, is there's always like new code updates and new things that are happening in the game. With an older game like Black Knight 2000, for example, sometimes I'll pick one up, and like years ago I wasn't in love with that game, but then I picked one up recently and I put a little bit of love and some work into it and shopped it out, and it really came around. Like again, like it's a nostalgic thing that you can revisit, because I mean it plays so well when you really go through an older game, that you can rediscover it like all these years later, and it can be something that you didn't think that it was.
Now, how much maintenance does it take after a game's come back? How much do you have to do on a machine for your experience?
Well, typically with these newer games, they hold up pretty well. Probably I'll go through the flippers on this and see if the linkage and the coils and the sleeves, how much wear and tear they have on them. A typical rebuild kit for these is, I think it was around $50-$60 for a newer stern. But yeah, that's typically all you have to do. You have to go through the switches and make sure that they all,
Now, you mentioned you had a game out for a 4-month rental. Do you do 1 month, 2 months? Is there a rate slide on that?
Yeah, if you rent 4 months, it goes down. Typically, I was renting pros for $300 a month. 2 months for $500. There's a $100 fuel delivery charge.
Well, with gas where it is.
Gas is crazy right now. Yeah.
And that's good.
But I did the 4-month rental down in the Cape rental house. They were thrilled with it, and I'll pick it up in September.
And do you do special events? Because next year is my 35th anniversary and 60th birthday is coming up.
We can do day events, day rentals. Yeah, I mean, special events are fine. I'm trying to get like a nice inventory of games for people to choose from and have a rotating stock.
Now, is there a website where people can go to find out more about your rentals?
There is. On Facebook, search Cape Cod Beyond Pinball. It will come right up. I do have a card. And
Now, are you based on the Cape?
my girlfriend lives on the Cape right now, and we kind of transition between the two places. So
That's got to be hard with the gas.
It is, but the Cape is a beautiful place, and we are starting to branch out down there and have a lot of success.
And I should ask, what's the range in terms of your rentals? Obviously, I believe you're in Gardner yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the games are in Gardner? Or
Yes.
some of them on the Cape?
Some of them are on the Cape, some of them are in Gardner, yeah.
So what's the range? What's the farthest you'll go with a rental?
I'll go up into Vermont. I'll go up into Maine. I grew up around York Beach back in the 80s and 90s, so it's familiar territory, southern Maine. New Hampshire, Connecticut, but you know, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, so it's been good so far, and I appreciate the feedback.
Has it been full-time? Is this now your full-time job, or is this
No,
something you're doing on the side?
this is something I'm doing on the side, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been in pinball since I started playing as a kid in the late 80s, and I still have my first game. It's a Bounty Hunter from 1993. I can't say that for the 700 plus other games that have come through my hands in that time, but Bounty Hunter is the one that got me started into all of this, and I still have it.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for the use of the machine. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you at Fantastic, and we'll probably be doing more business in the future.
Excellent. Look forward to it.
Thank you.